Hello and welcome again to this edition of Fi TV. I'm your host, Brad Swanson. We are coming to you from inside the Florida Capitol. I'm joined today by Representative Fabricio to talk about his bills that he's working on. Welcome to the program.
Thanks so much, Brad.
All right, so you're working on condo fraud. Tell us what you're doing there.
So in condo fraud, we filed a bill to create a new task force that will really investigate elements of fraud in condo boards.
Right.
I'm sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, now this is coming, does this come from the collapse down in Miami?
It does. It partially comes from that issue. And we get a lot of complaints in my district office about folks who feel that there's embezzlement in the condo boards, and there's issues with getting police departments to investigate that. So we're creating a new agency out of FDLE that would investigate nothing but condo fraud.
Yeah, it makes so much sense. I mean, those boards are elected, and then you've got all sorts of you've got the other boards for other what am I thinking of? Developments and things like that. But condo boards, it's always kind of crazy. You just never know what's going on.
It is. It's a problem, and it's something we need to address.
All right. So you're also working on telehealth.
That's right.
Tell us what you're doing there.
Telehealth is a great bill. I mean, we are looking to expand telehealth to make sure that more people have access to healthcare. I mean, it really is an issue of being able to get people through this technology, through FaceTime or whatever the technology is, to be able to see their doctors and the doctors to be able to give them prescription medication. I originally thought of it because of, for example, my grandmother, before she passed, spent the last 3 years of her life driving around to doctor's appointments to get medicines tweaked. This way, folks can stay at home, use the technologies they have, and be able to get their medical attention.
Well, as you know, Florida is one of the most wired states, thankfully, so we've got about 95% of our citizens that have access to a broadband connection. We know we're still working on that other 5%. But when you think about giving this access, what are the barriers right now in citizens accessing telehealth?
Some of the barriers are in certain parts of the state, lack of broadband, but God willing, that'll be addressed soon. But that's one of the main barriers. But it's so important for folks to be able to have that access to their doctors. Right. And we saw that during the pandemic, through the executive order of the governor, that it worked beautifully. So we want to keep that going.
Well, we love it. Well, thank you so much for your leadership on those two bills. You promised to check back in with us like mid-session to tell us how you're doing on these two?
Anytime, Brad.
All right. Thank you, Representative. We really appreciate you. Thank you. That's all the time we have for this episode of Fi TV. Make sure you hit us up for more great interviews like this one. And for now, thanks for tuning in.